politics, not only is it just another form and another way to divide us, politics is a game of manipulation. It's all about who can manipulate you the best. They're not really kind of speaking from like their heart and what they genuinely want to do. No, they're trying to appease the masses. And whoever can play that game of manipulation the best wins. Period. Politics is a way to divide us, and politics is a way and a game of manipulation. Period. Now, with this particular election, I do think that it is more symbolic than anything. I really do. I really do feel like with this election, it is about, and when people say this is an important election, this is an important election, I really do feel like this one really is. Because I feel like it's not a division of man against woman, white against black. I think it's more so a division of people who want to go back, aka MAGA, aka Make America Great Again, go back, against or versus people who want to progress and go forward. I really do feel that. I really do feel like if you are a person or an individual who feels like, man, things used to be really good for me. Things used to be great for me. I want to go back to the times of old because the times of old were really good for you. The 1950s were really good for you, especially as like a man. Can you guys not see that? Like as a man, for a candidate to say, make America great again, and the way these men are struggling out here today and are unable to keep up with these changes, I don't agree. I don't want to go back, but I agree where that person stance comes from. They feel like they are losing control. They feel like things have gotten too progressive. They feel like maybe their power and position and finances are being threatened or at risk. So they're saying, yes, make America great again. Let's go back to the days of old. Versus people in Kamala's camp are saying, no, we're not going back. No. We're not going back. We got to go forward. This is a very diverse country. This is a country built from immigrants. This is a country that is very diverse, and they feel like Kamala represents diversity. You got people over here, women, who are saying, oh, no, we're all about equality. We are tired of the patriarchy. We are all about our equal rights. We are all about our reproductive rights. We don't think the government should tell us what we should do with our bodies. Man, can you not see why a woman would vote for Kamala? Just on that alone. I try to open you guys up over here on this channel to kind of get you to think outside the box. Think outside of your position. Just like I just did here. I'm not a white man. I'm not a man. I don't want to go back to the 1950s or the way things used to be back in the day. when women didn't have equal rights, when women couldn't even vote, when women couldn't own land, when women couldn't have credit cards. So, man, can you see why a woman is like, absolutely not. I don't care anything about Republican versus Democrats. I'm a woman. I don't want to go back to the old days. So even though men may not agree with someone voting for Kamala Harris, can't you guys at least understand it though? And if you say no, you just can't even understand why a woman would vote for the party that is for equal rights, progression, moving ahead, adapting, but more importantly, her reproductive rights and health care. If you are a man and you are really honestly saying, Tracy, I just still cannot see why a woman would vote for Kamala Harris, I'm going to say you got bigger issues than this presidential election. I really am. And I'm not trying to be malicious or ill-spirited. I really am not. If you are a man and you are saying that you cannot fathom why a woman would vote for Kamala Harris and her policies, yes, I feel very confident in saying that you got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger fish to fry. Like you are that consumed in your own ideology as a man that you literally cannot think outside the box and say, I don't agree with Kamala Harris, but I can see why women would. I'm going to say you got bigger fish to fry. You probably need to go sit down and speak with a therapist, because that means that you literally cannot think outside of yourself. I am not trying to tell anyone who to vote for, but I can think outside the box and say, I get why a white man would want to vote for Trump. Absolutely. Yeah. I get why a man would want to vote for Trump, especially the way that a lot of these men out here are feeling like they're losing their patriarchy. A lot of these men out here feel like they can no longer behave, and act the way that they used to in the past. You know, like with the Me Too movement. And they want to go back to the way things used to be, because it really was better for men. Although I don't want to go back, I can at least see that point of view. So therefore, I'm not telling you, if you're a man or if you're a white man and you want to vote for Trump and you want to go back to the old days, man or woman, I'm not telling you not to vote for Trump. I'm just simply saying, at least be understanding and know why a woman would vote for Kamala. I just laid it out for you. Here's the other thing that I want to tell you guys of why it really doesn't matter who's going to win the presidential election. It doesn't matter who won that presidential debate, because most people have already made up their minds who they're going to vote for. And that presidential debate was not going to move the needle for most people. It does not matter who the candidate is, Kamala Harris or Trump, because all politics is a game of manipulation and division. It doesn't matter who is going to win the election, because I have been trying to warn you guys about this for a very long time. But you guys don't really listen. You guys don't really listen to me. But let T-Bird tell you guys something. And this goes into why I say that politics is just a game of manipulation and lies. They all do it. Republicans, independents, Democrats, wise.